I mean, obviously, Dwight has a great impact on many of our lives. But what would you like to share that helped you concerning Mr. Horsey? Which I always thought we always kept calling him Doctor Horsey, um, but Mr.
He,
Horsey.
he he's done enough to he's done enough to where as though he should be a doctor. So I think he's done enough to be a doctor, so quote unquote. But for me, Dwight and Dr. Garcia kind of tag team and got me make sure I was straight. That makes sense.
Hmm.
But me and Garcia are very close, and me and Dwight are very close, and I needed both of them. I needed that. I needed what Dwight brought to the table in terms of like holding you accountable, but understanding where you are. Like Dwight being from, I think Dwight's from Baltimore. Dwight being from Baltimore, he understands hood niggas. He understands it because he is us,
Oh,
right? Like he understands us. It's like, bro, like I was you. I get it. You got a girl. She got a big ass. You're conflicted. I understand. Like, right? Like he understands that. He understands, bro. Don't play with me. I'll slap the shit out of you. He understood every side of me. Like, yo, like, Bear, I understand, but you can't beat everybody up. Like, so it was like,
hmm,
so I having that right. But the first conversation I had with Dwight, I almost cried because I walked into the office. I needed some money for books, and I was, at this point, I don't know all the cheat codes to get into use, but I don't know. There's a lot of cheat codes to this shit, but you don't know them. Like you don't know them. So I go in and I'm like, look, man, my sister, my brother, my dad just died. He's like, bro, but how are you feeling? And how are you feeling? I didn't know how you are because you got to care about you. And I'm like, me. I mean,
yeah.
to this point, I've only been a number. I'm I'm as good as my performance. I'm as good at the chess game that I won or lost. I'm as good at the game, the catches. I'm as good at my performance. I wasn't used to people caring about just me as me. That's it.
Hmm.
That was a new thing for me. And so he said, look, man, just come check out MCM out. It's not a frat. It's not any of that. It's just a group of guys that want to graduate and want to do well in life. We give you guys resources, etc., etc. I've been locked in with that ever since. Right? MCM was my favorite part of the week. It was like, yes. Like I'd be sad and I'm happy. Like I got MCM, like I get to meet the boys. And so now it was rough though. MCM was much different in 2014 than it was in 20 what's that? In 2014 than it was in like 2017. It was much different. I came in with dudes. It was
Yeah.
we had some thugs in MCM. I ain't gonna lie. We had some dudes that you like, damn, he might slap the shit out you. So it was a little different vibe, but the love was the same. And so, um, but having Dwight like, I got in trouble a couple times, man. Dwight be like, Baron, what are you doing? Like he was like, I got to one fight where I almost got kicked out. I had some dudes trying to come to the school to shoot me, and it was like he was like, Baron, what are you into? Like, what is going on? And the last time I remember Dwight having to really check me, and I was because I was wrong, but I was well intended. Was I was trying to get into grad school at Millersville, and they were kind of fucking me around a little bit,
Yeah.
giving me the runaround, and they weren't being straight with me. All I need you to be straight with me so I can have an answer, so I can figure it out. They weren't being straight with me, and so I tried to go to Doctor Wubai. I tried to talk to Doctor Wubai, whatever. So long story short, it got back to Dwight. And Dwight texted me and said, Baron, call me. I said, shit. When you get that call me, when Dwight says call me, he said, Baron, look, you can't jump up the chain like that. You can't do that. There's a chain of command. You gotta go step by step by step. So I followed his advice, did what I had to do. Eventually I got into grad school. But having Dwight around like was one of the things that a lot of us need it because a lot of us don't have dads or active dads in MCM. A lot of us just didn't have that. Or for me, I needed strong male figures who were not intimidated by me, who were more than willing to put me in my place when I was wrong, who had things that I wanted to have: stability, car, family, health, etc. Like I needed those type of guys around me because as great as a father my dad was, and he was a great dad, my dad ain't never been healthy in his life. My dad, he ain't never been, in my lifetime, he had been in one relationship my whole life. My dad lived till he was 60. You know what I'm saying? And he had me when he was 39. So he had one relationship. He had a bunch of women he dealt with, but one relationship. So there's a lot of things he didn't show me. And Dwight was that person that showed me these various aspects and how to deal with pressure and how to deal with this white man who don't know he just disrespected you in four different ways. Who has no idea that if he was back in North Philly, you would have punched a hole in the spirit. He don't even know he just disrespected you. Dwight taught me how to navigate that space because that was hard. That was the most hardest shit in the world to be around some of these people who had no idea the culture that you understood, and they're like violating it, and you got to figure out how not to get kicked out of school. So Dwight was super important for me to do that. Super important for that.
A lot of the stuff that I did want to think. Did you believe Dwight when he was talking about those stories? Those,
Yeah, yeah,
especially the fighting ones. The fighting ones. You
yeah.
talking about taking karate and stuff.
I believed them because I started having my own story that sounds ridiculous.
Well, yeah, I had my own stories that sounded
And I said,
ridiculous.
hold up. I said, this shit don't even sound real, but this is what happened. So when I started to hear my own, he said, look, y'all, I know y'all laughing at my stories, but y'all might have your own stories. He was so fucking right because the stories I started to have didn't make sense.
What's an example?
I said, oh man, shit, I just talked about the people that wanted to shoot me at Millersville.
Oh,
So
yeah,
like that was like okay, so I was dating this girl who had we're gonna be blunt, we on this show.
yeah. It's okay. You can say
She,
anything.
she was she was my ex girlfriend was about 5'2", light skin, had long hair, full lips. She had a little gut on her, little stomach on her, but she had a big ass butt. Big,
Okay.
like I'm talking like big John. Like she was just curvy. She was just naturally very hippie. Not like she was just very naturally curvy. She was cute. So I'm with her, and I had no business being with her. She was a whore. Like she was eating whatever dick she wanted to eat. That's what it was, right? I'm calling it like it is. So, long story short, her goofy ass sends me a text message and sends someone else a text message at the same time.
Oh, okay.
She sends us a picture of her in like these cut up like shorts.
Okay.
And I'm looking like, and her goofy ass did not know that I would see the text message. That it went to someone else. That we all, it's like she pretty much made a group text. So I see that and I'm like, yo, who's this? Oh, it's my cousin. Like, what? So now I start going off a little bit. And then the other person that's on the other joint, like, yeah, my cousin. Why you acting like that? And then all of a sudden, whoever it was on the other side, like, okay, yeah, I'm a guy, but like, whatever. I'm like, huh? And then the dude said, this is all via text. I didn't fuck her yet. I don't know why you mad. I'm sorry, man. Where your address at? Where you at, bro? Where you at? I ain't about to do all of this. Now, mind you, as this is happening, right, there is a woman at Millersville at this time
Hmm.
who was very interested in me, who was also, but this one was 5 feet, right? Same ass as my current girlfriend. No stomach. In shape. No stomach. Takes care of herself and all that. I'm dealing with this hood booger who's cheating. And I'm kind of like not sure if I want to pursue this other one who's not a cheater, not a whore, none of that. This is how special my brain was at this time.
Hmm.
This is a special brain right here, right? Equally as cute, probably a little more cute. This is me being stupid. I should have just let like you know what I'm saying. So, and the crazy part is her grandmother is driving me to Millersville the next day. This is a
Wow.
Sunday or Saturday. I'm going to Millersville the next day. Her grandmother is driving us to Millersville the next day. So somehow, some way, the conversation ended that night. I don't get to go see dude or catch him or whatever. We get up to Millersville. I'm like, so what was up with that? She said, yeah, well, it was a guy. I'm sorry. I said it was a guy. Somehow, some way, I didn't think it was a guy. Somehow, some way, I convinced myself it wasn't a guy. I text him, I'm gonna kill you. So I'm gonna kill you, bitch, or some shit like that. He responded like, what I do? Now his brothers is texting my phone, so on and so forth. I'm like, fuck you, shut up. I'm gonna kill you too. I'm on some old bullshit. I'm on
Oh
some old bull.
man.
And it's all stuff for me dating a whore. None of this would happen if I wasn't dating a whore. But if you go a step beneath that, my dad had just died. This girl just had an abortion. I'm struggling. I'm struggling at this time. I didn't want to be around. I know the rules to the streets. If I come to your block looking for you, you're supposed to kill me. I'm not supposed to make it out of here. It was three of them. It was him and two brothers. All these motherfuckers like 6'4" and taller. I didn't care. I knew I was taking one of them with me. That was my only mission. And this sounds stupid because I don't have to do this. I don't gotta be with this woman. I don't need to be talking to these dudes. Why is this happening? Long story short, word gets to Millersville. I'm on some crash out shit. Ryan Friedman come up. Yo, man, whatever you got going on, man, kill it. I said, what you talking? I'm playing dumb. What you talking about? He said, come on, man. I said, Hayes don't know nothing's going on. I didn't plan on telling. I planned on going to Philly Friday and dying. That was my whole mission. I'm going to
Wow.
die. I don't want to be around. My dad's gone. I'm dealing with this. Like, I don't want to be around. So I tell Hayes said, bro, what the fuck? What are you doing? Right? And Dwight catches it and he checks me on it. And long story short, once it got to Millersville, like that something was gonna happen, I'm good. Because now it's too much heat, it's too many eyes on it. I just want to get this shit over with. Um, but nothing about that story makes sense. Nothing. I'm dealing with a woman that's a whore. I have no reason to be doing that. Never been an ugly dude. Always been in shape. Always been. I have no reason to do that. I have no reason to deal with this woman who is obviously cheating at every turn she gets a chance. No reason. I obviously had options of very attractive women on campus who are very into me. And I'm trying to hold on to this hood shit. So nothing about this story makes sense. So I'm like, damn, if I tell it, I sound like a cold dickhead. So I'm listening to Dwight like, no, I believe him. Because he ain't got no reason to make up all these stories. And you know, the more you live life, the more stories you're going to have. And they're not going to make sense all the time. You're like, yo, I can't believe this just happened. That's life. So I believe the stories, man. I believe them because there's so many stories of which I've been involved in that don't sound right at all. It's like,